Hey, everybody, what's happening? Thursday night, time for another episode of Thrifty Business. I'm Vegas Jay, and I'm back in Vegas, baby. Oh, it's so nice out. I got my windows open. It's a beautiful day. And with me, as always, I see our guest rolling her eyeballs. With me, as always, is Debbie. How are you, Debbie?
I'm good. I'm back home, back in Vacaville.
Yeah, back in normal. All right, before we introduce our rolling her eyes guest, time for Jay's Tiki Talk. Each week I drink a different rum out of a different tiki mug, and I try and match him up to my guest. So there is a little hint in the picture you're seeing right now for tonight's rum. That little hint is right here.
I see it.
Bridget, obviously, as you can tell, our guest is Bridget Williams tonight. By her head, you can tell she's a Disney fan. So I grabbed one of the mugs from the Polynesian Village.
I like. That's nice.
I like.
And Bridget, do you happen to have the bottle that we're drinking from tonight?
I do.
We are drinking Deadhead dark chocolate rum out of the Shrunken Monkey head. Now, here's what my bottle looks like. Now, why does mine look different, Bridget?
I don't know.
Oh,
I did.
Because you're going to do the same thing that I did it beforehand.
Oh, sell it? You poured it into a different bottle to sell it?
Yep.
I need to do that. I emptied one and sold it.
So that bottle, this is your big bonus tip tonight. That bottle sells for as much empty as it does with rum. So when I buy one, I just put it in a regular old bottle, put a piece of blue painter's tape on and label it, and then sell the bottle. So this is just free rum.
I need to do that. I sold my last one for $40 plus shipping to, I think it went to California.
Oh, nice.
What's it cost in Kentucky? Do you remember?
Do what?
You remember what it costs in Kentucky?
$38.
Okay, yeah. So you actually sold it for a couple bucks more empty than what it actually had.
And I enjoyed the rum.
Yep.
I'm drinking out of my Tiki Cat mug that I bought last Christmas.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So Debbie's drinking wine coolers or something?
Yeah, I have something sour apple green in here. This is Trader Sam's 60th Diamond Luau Tahitian Terrace in honor of Bridget because she loves Disney just like I do. This is one of my favorites. See the little sparkly diamond eyes?
Oh, I like that.
Yes, I love it.
Where?
And I'm not selling it.
I was trying to type in the chat just now, Debbie, and I looked up on the screen and I was typing on the show screen and it says, "Do you really want to eject Debbie?"
What?
Because once you eject someone, they can't come back for the day. That would have really sucked.
That would have sucked. I would have been really scrambling.
Yeah. All right. So Bridget's going to be back and she's going to tell us about the 5 things that we should be doing right now in the midst of Q4. So Bridget, enjoy your rum, sit back, relax, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Just don't drink too much.
No, keep drinking. All right, let's get right to it because, man, I loved all my tips and tricks and scores tonight, so I can't wait to share them. It's one of those days where the show just came together very easy. Time for our scores of the week. Debbie and I share with you the fun, awesome, cool stuff we've sold. These are BOLOs. Be on the lookout. Things that you should be hunting for in the thrift store.
Yes, here we have some books. Complete plays of William Shakespeare 6-volume set. Sold for $59.99. I don't think I took an offer on these. I can't remember. So more books. I sell books.
Books. Speaking of books.
And another book. This was actually a consignment for someone that I work for. Centerville, South Dakota Territory. These are good for genealogy. So this one did sell for $25, which my sales this week were kind of low because we've been shopping. I mean, we've been out partying and traveling for a while. We got to stay home and work now.
Hustle.
Yes. Oh, I found these in the Minneapolis class when we all went thrifting.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I picked them up, Bumblebee spring step shoes, and I was able to find the exact same pair on eBay. So I knew that pair was on auction at $18. So I thought, okay, I paid $4 for them. I know I'll get at least 18, but I didn't auction mine. I put mine and I got $35 for mine. Same size as the other pair that I saw. Someone actually did give us an offer, I think, for 25, and I said no. So I waited and we got our 35.
I said no. So cute. No.
Yep.
Just no.
Oh, I love selling Christmas placemats and things. These are the Villeroy and Bach Christmas placemats. Sold for the full asking of $34.99. I paid $6 for them, so a little more. They came in the nice box, but I'll show you how I shipped them when we come farther on in the show. Yeah.
A twofer. I like
yes.
twofers. All right. So this was one of my favorite sales this week. I bought it at a flea market that was in front of a casino here in Vegas. And the guy whose booth it was, he knew me. And he's like, hey, TV guy, you want to buy some stuff for me? I'm like, because usually that means I ain't getting any deals. However, I bought this jacket for like $5. And I got $50. So this was my opening shot because it was reversible, Debbie. And I was trying to figure out a way because we all know most customers never get past picture one, how to show both. So we took it off the mannequin and laid it half open so we could see both sides. So here's how it looks. So purple satin on one side,
nice,
black on the other, back. So it was for Mirage and Treasure Island all at the same time. So they saved themselves some work by making a twofer jacket. See, twofers, always about twofers.
Brilliant idea for your first shot photo.
Yeah.
That's great.
So just in case they never get past it, they'll see it's one side purple, one side black.
Yeah. Whoa.
Big bras and this is pretty big. 44H and little bonus tips. And I teach this all the time. I don't have a 44H boob mannequin, so we use air pillows to fill them out. And I like it. I like this angle shot better than this straight on. Now, of course, I still have the straight on shot, but it really shows the cup better, I feel, on the angle. And I paid $3 and I sold it for $30.
I was gonna say, you are the cup expert.
And this was a fun one. I've been selling a lot of records. I've been selling my friend's record collection. He gave me 7,000 records to sell.
Wow.
This is a 10-inch, and it's by the band Snow, which no one's ever heard of. However, you probably know some of the members of Snow because we got Tony Cavazzo there, Carlos Cavazzo there, and they went on to perform these band members in Quiet Riot and Hurricane and Rat. So most of you probably know Rat and Quiet Riot. So this was the band that started it, and then this band didn't go anywhere. I don't even think past this 10-inch, and they went on to Rat and Quiet Riot and Hurricane. And so this little 5-song EP 10-inch sold for $55.
Wow. Amazing.
And one of my greatest joys is buying things on eBay and then turn them right around and sell them for what they should be worth on eBay. I bought this mug on eBay for $25. And I listed it, and it sold within like 7 hours for $100. So
wow!
And that's not I've sold this mug a few times. So people are like, don't you have a secondary ID? Hell no. If people see that I resold their stuff for more, hopefully they'll learn how to research better and price their items better.
Now this one it came this way, right? It wasn't repainted.
Correct. It came that way. Yep.
Okay, that's nice.
And even though we'll make a better graphic later, but I'm like, all right, I share my best CD score every week. So I want now a CD score graphic.
Okay.
So I took our scores of the week and I just tricked it out with CD just for a quick graphic. But this week is this Don Henley. If you go look up Don Henley, The End of the Innocents, that's his biggest solo album. If you go look it up in solds on eBay, you're going to see a penny, $1, $2, $3 free shipping. But I sold one for $40.49. Now, how'd I do that, Deb?
Better pictures, maybe on Amazon?
I sold it on Amazon, but it's a special version of this album. And that's one of the things I'll be teaching in my upcoming CD webinar. So
nice.
How do you take an album that normally sells for $1 and sell it for $40? Well, that's the tips and tricks I'm going to be teaching, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up a little bit later in the show. But before we get to that, time for our duds of the week. Do not let our mistakes be yours. These are things that Debbie and I probably should not have purchased.
Well, let's see. This baseball bat, Rawlings, has been through 2 baseball seasons, and we still have it. So obviously we did something wrong. I don't know if we need to lower the price. All the other bats, I think we've maybe sold 4 so far since we learned about bats. But this one wants to stay with us. So I guess it's a dud. Maybe the price is wrong, but I'm going to let it have 1 more baseball season. We'll see.
All right. So 2 things. Your pictures need a great improvement.
I see that. It's only half of it.
Click on me. One thing is you should have your bat corner to corner to fill the space. But more so, when you're taking a picture of a bat, the first shot should just be a close-up of the end where it says Easton.
Okay.
Fill the whole square. Well, excuse me, this is a Rawlings. That whole 5150 composite, bam, fill it all the way in. Even put it on a little bit of an angle. So you're shooting down the barrel. So by the time you get to the end of the bat where you would hold it, that'll be kind of out of focus, but that's artistic out of focus.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, get those pictures a little bit better. And is it a baseball bat or is it a softball bat?
It says baseball bats. I think it is. I don't know if we've ever sold any softball bats.
Okay. But yeah, so try that. Just try getting.
Well, also, I'm seeing now it's senior league. Maybe that's why it's for the seniors.
Okay. So seniors have worse eyesight. So make your pictures bigger.
Yeah, good idea. We will work on that.
All right. So there's that. And next one.
Oh, well, that stock photo shouldn't be there. I thought I got rid of it. But this is a set of 4 cookbooks that I got at the dollar store. So I paid $4 each. I have sold 1 set, but they've been sitting at least a year. And so I don't know why people don't want these cookbooks, but they're brand new. So I guess they're dead because I think I've had them over a year now. So time to do something new. In fact, I think I did lower the price before I sent you the link. I think I had them at maybe $29. So we'll see. But, you know, you buy things thinking everybody's going to want these. So I think I bought 3 or 4 sets of them. That's a total of 12. And I still have 2 left. But
all right. So before I get to mine, Rob in the chat just said bats are worth something. Hell yeah, Rob. If you've not been looking at bats. So right now, I just went to eBay real quick. When sold on Easton bat, I didn't put anything else in, just Easton. There is currently 5,782 sold. And let's look. And these are all used. I skipped the news. But let's look at some of the higher price ones. 749, 700, 600, 517. Good Easton bats are not cheap, and people pay big money for used versions. And a lot of my used bats go to Europe. So Rob, check out used bats, especially Easton's, when we're done with the show. Your mind will be like blown. All right, let's get to my duds now. All right, I don't know why I bought this shirt, Deb. It's a Red Bull shirt, but it's a lady shirt, and it's just basically a plain orange V-neck with this little tag at the bottom that says Red Bull KTM Factory Racing.
yeah, kind of boring.
So yeah, boring is an understatement. As we were, I'm like, why in the hell did I buy this? So I only paid like $2 for it. So I still made a couple dollars, but I sold it for $12. So I was happy to see it go. Speaking of happy to see it go, I have had this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 2XL scrub top for like 3 years. And I've been using auctions to thin out my crappy stuff. And I finally sold at auction this week for $9.99 with free shipping. And it's been at auction like 3 or 4 times in a row. So apparently people don't care about Rudolph scrubs. My mom sells a ton of scrubs. I can barely give them away right now.
And this is an XXL size. So that's a good size. Huh.
I know. It's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. All right. Now it's time for where in the world did our shit go? Every week, I sell tons of stuff worldwide and internationally, which would be the same thing, actually. Debbie did not have any this week, but if you are not listing with international shipping, you are skipping 7.3 billion with a B potential customers. And if you are not selling internationally, Deb, you're going to be blown away.
Uh-oh, I can't wait.
A Tesla ball cap, you know, the brand Tesla,
Uh-huh.
for $2. And I sold it today come on, to Berlin, Germany
Ooh.
for $60
Wow.
plus
Good job.
plus shipping.
Good job.
Yeah. So let me tell you, Germany's been hot for me. And to get $60 for this ball cap, which I picked up for $2 used, is absolutely amazing.
Congratulations. That's nice. Yeah, I don't understand when people say they won't ship internationally because they have money. And a lot of times they're limited on what they can get. We have so much stuff around us and we don't pay for it.
When you see a $2 used hat in a thrift store, do you think, this is probably going to go to Germany for $60? Plus,
No.
they paid $25 for shipping, and shipping only cost $20.10. So I made a couple bucks on shipping. I mean, that was just a hell of a win right there.
I sold a pair of Corona Beer men's swim trunks. I think it was in Saudi Arabia somewhere, some country over there. And he paid $20, $25. I think he paid more for shipping than he paid for the shorts. So yeah, they do want our stuff, and we're happy to ship it to them.
All right, now it's time for our Thrifty Tip of the Week. This segment is brought to you by Stamps.com, postage on demand. Little tips and tricks to help you out when you're out and about thrifting.
Okay, this is a romance book. I can't remember what year it is, but a lot of times you'll see on the left, you'll see there's a barcode. I guess you can't see it on the other side because we're in the way. There we go. There's a barcode on the back and a barcode on the inside. If you scan the barcode on the back, you can see above it says there's nothing. It didn't come up on Amazon. But when I scanned the inside, it came up with the name, the title of the book, and what it's worth. So a lot of times people scan the back and either get nothing or it's a completely different title. So in these mass market paperback books, you always want to scan on the inside. I do them both, but for sure scan that inside. UPC so that you make sure you're getting the right book.
Yeah, because then you'll see, it's worth $1 and it's got a rank of 8.8 million.
Yep. I don't want it.
Because if you scan the back, you're like, it's not on Amazon. It must be rare.
Yes, or it comes up with kitchen utensils or something really strange.
Yeah. All right, so my little tip and trick when you're out thrifting is do not ignore the uniform section. Now, not all stores have a uniform section, so they'll just commingle the shirts in with the regular shirts, but Savers always has a uniform section. Nice. And this is a driver's Hawaiian shirt for someone who drove the bus or the handy van, which is the name of the bus, and then the handy van, which is for people in wheelchairs and such, in Honolulu. All right,
nice.
Island of Oahu. It's called The Bus. Very original name, but they always have these incredibly fun Hawaiian shirts, and people love to collect them. And I just listed this 3 weeks ago. I paid $3.99, sold for $30.
Nice. I don't think I've ever seen. I have to start looking for the uniform section.
And I've sold over the years, Deb. I've probably sold at least a dozen The Bus uniform shirts.
Really? All from Hawaii?
Yep. Yeah. The only place The Bus is Oahu.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nice. I know I'm always a little concerned. Are there some uniform items we can't sell? You know what I mean? That's why, but The Bus.
And current police stuff and UPS. But matter of fact, I should have had it with me. I picked up, I went thrifting yesterday and at Buffalo Exchange and picked up a Cabo Wabo Las Vegas Dickies uniform shirt.
Oh, and you can sell that?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah. So
nice.
Your eyes peeled. All right, now it's time for you have got to be shipping me little tips and tricks to help you when it comes to shipping your products.
Okay, remember the Villa Roach and Bach placemats that I showed you earlier? They came in their own little box, and I was about to create a box because I looked at it and I thought, what am I going to do? How am I going to ship this? So I got the idea to put two priority, these are not flat rate boxes, these are regular priority boxes together because it stuck out the end. So when I put inside another one and just taped, I should have done a picture, but just taped all the edges around, it was fit perfectly. And he's in California, so he got it in 2 days and he's thrilled with his. So always try to work with not your flat rates, but with your regular priority boxes.
You can work with your flat rates nowadays.
Oh, you can put the flat rates together?
You got it. Once you alter it in any fashion, it goes by weight at that point.
Oh, so it's no longer, but it's no longer a flat rate.
Right, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. You can't you can't pay flat rate for it. So I was thrilled. It took me about 3 seconds to do this versus who knows how long, cutting and scoring cardboard to try to fit that into something.
Now, I'm glad my mom just showed up because my shipping tip is about her.
So, hi, Peggy.
And I go, hey, I need a legal flat rate envelope. Now, for those of you who don't know and you've never had them, the legal is a little bit longer than the regular. So let me line these up. There we go. So you get that much extra space. And that comes in handy for a lot of reasons. And I said to my mom, I go, hey, I need one of those. She goes, oh, I had some. I threw them away.
Oh, no.
Throw them away. Oh, I've never used them. What would you use them for? The day I get home, Deb, I had to use one. I'm like, so weird how the universe is like, here, Jason, here's your shipping tip for the week. And so this is what I sold. I sold this piece of fabric, this equestrian piece of fabric. And when I folded it up as best I could, it was exactly this length. Exactly.
Nice.
So it just slid right in here, boom, 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 and away it goes. But so funny that my mom's like, what would you ever use those for? And I used it the day I got home.
Apparently, she hasn't been watching your show. And I don't know if do the branches stock those? I'm not sure if the branches stock.
I think they usually. I don't think they usually stock the legals. You got to order them. But yeah, the other good use. Donna's in the chat. She just said for jeans. Yep, I can get a pair of jeans better in the legal, and the legal is a little bit more expensive than the regular flat rate, but it is cheaper than the padded. So you should have all three of those at your disposal because you never know which one you're going to need.
And never throw them away. Any of these boxes, USPS, you can take them to the branches. Even if they don't stock them, they like to have them.
You guys go to the post office all the time. Just drop it off. All right, now it's time for our eBay tips of the week. Little tips and tricks to help you when you are selling on eBay. Did I get... I didn't get your thing up here. Hold on, Deb.
Okay.
I just realized that you... Did you?
I sent it to you. I sent it to you in Facebook messages.
Okay. All right. We'll start talking about it. By the time I get it up, it'll be there.
Okay. I am so excited about this. I sell on the Merch by Amazon program, and a lot of you do too, and print on demand. You can sell on Etsy, different platforms. I had talked at least 3 different occasions at different eBay events about why doesn't eBay integrate with Printful like Etsy does. Because see, Etsy never used to. It had to be all handmade or supplies or whatever their rules were. And all of a sudden, about, I don't know, a year or 2 ago, they integrated with the Etsy and Printful. And now eBay is. Our dear friend, Ann Crickman, sent me a picture this morning when I woke up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have been waiting for this. This is very exciting because Printful not only has t-shirts and the items that Amazon sells, but look right here, dresses, sublimated socks, hoodies and sweatshirts, embroidered shirts, coffee mugs. The list goes on and on and on. Now with Merch by Amazon, you know that you have to get approved to have an account. And then there's tiers. So if you can't get one or you don't want to get one, you can use your eBay account. And I will caution you too, make sure your handling charges at least 10 days or longer, because especially this time of year, it takes Printful, a good week or whatever. They have to print it and then ship it. And but this is very, very exciting. Everybody's excited to know that now they can sell their Printful items on eBay. There was a workaround with ShipStation, but it was a little cumbersome for me, so I just backed off. I'm using my second eBay account for this. So it's been on permanent vacation, not knowing what I was going to do, and all of a sudden, it's through now. So check it out. It's going to be very exciting.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to dig into that. All right, so I'm going to talk about my CD webinar in a second, but one of the things I'm going to be teaching you, so you're getting a little early ahead time bonus tip. So when you list CDs on eBay and Amazon, but we're going to talk about eBay right now, you plug in that barcode, and if it's in the eBay database, it brings up all the information. So you don't got to do hardly any work. But here's the tip I'm going to give you. And supposedly per eBay, they're going to clean this up next year, but it isn't cleaned up yet. You don't want any unnecessary extra punctuation in your titles. And unfortunately, on all media items, for whatever reason, there's a shit ton of punctuation. So let's look at this one. We have a parenthesis. We don't need that. Let's keep on trucking here. Oh, look, we have a comma. We don't need that. Let's get rid of that. Oh, we have a dash. We do not need that. Oh, another comma, we do not need that. And a parenthesis, we do not need that. So 2 things, it gives you more space in your title, but also all that punctuation. When people are using Google and Bing and other search engines, punctuation tells the search engines to stop or to pause. So you want to get rid of all that extra stuff. So when you, as of right now, when you list CDs on eBay, don't just go with what the pre-populated title is. I see a lot of sellers do that. Take the extra 2 seconds, clean it up. And in this case, now I got some extra space in there. This is a compilation of 29 monster tunes by popular artists. So I'm going to take some of the biggest popular artists and I'm going to fill in the rest of the title. But no one else does that. So you be the one who makes a very clean, nice title.
And that also goes for books. If you use the catalog for books, they'll have the parentheses and all that. So I do that too. Clean it all out.
All right, now it's time for thrifting outside your comfort zone. You must conquer what you know, and then the only way to get bigger and better is to get outside what you know.
Okay, we were in Reno recently. We were thrifting, and I saw this in the jewelry case, and I thought, wow, it's really pretty. It's $5, so we bought it. But then I'm like, now what do I do with it? I'm not a big jewelry person, so I may never wear it, but I bought it to sell, and I have no clue where to even start. What kind of stones are those? So it's been in a little pink bag in my purse for about almost a month now, trying to figure out what to do. And I know Texas Gal Treasures, Margaret, is really great with jewelry, so I may be reaching out to her to say help, but jewelry is definitely outside of my comfort zone. I've sold very few pieces because I don't know how. I know to look for a sign, you know, any kind of signing or signature on it, but that's me. That's outside my comfort zone for sure.
All right, so now we're going to play a little guessing game. If you are, some of you follow me on eBay, so if you already saw this, please don't type out the answer. But I thrifted this air filter. I am so not a car guy, but the price seemed right. So chat, what do you think I sold this AC Delco air filter for? And while we're waiting for some answers, I saw a couple questions. Donna said, did we do the show with Sizely yet? Not yet. We're still trying to nail down a date for Eddie. JB said, what about the ampersand instead of the and word? Always use and, because the ampersand, when you put your link someplace, like say you take your eBay link and put it in Facebook, that ampersand screws everything up. So use and when you can. And if there's a dash in part of the numbers, do you include it or leave it out? No dash in the numbers. You just type the numbers. But when words are supposed to have hyphens, I still leave them in there. So Spider-Man is actually spelled SPIDER-MAN. And that's exactly how I would spell it. Just don't add extra ones. All right. Let's see if we got any answers.
So did you find this at a thrift store?
I found this at a Savers. All right. So we range from 42 to 200. So Bonnie Lee Curtis and Jackie, you are dead on.
Oh,
I sold my $3 air filter for $200. Car parts are so outside my comfort zone, but bam. And it was only up a couple of weeks, maybe 2. People kept hitting me low. But what was different than mine than every other one that was on eBay, mine's still sealed in the box.
Oh, nice.
Others that say they have new ones, they're out of the box. Mine's still sealed.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yep. So, and the funny thing was, Deb, it's for a lot of good classic cars. It's for some 70s like Corvettes and Impalas and stuff like that. And the guy said, 200 is my final offer. Come on, dude. I just have a Nova. Oh. So he was trying to play at my feelings. I was going to accept the 200 anyway, but the fact that he's like, come on, dude, I just have a Nova made me laugh. That I definitely accepted it even faster.
So now, did you list this under motors?
Yeah, it's in eBay. It's in eBay Motors.
And then were all these cars on there? Or did you put the
on the back? It tells every car that it'll fit in.
How
so I
easy.
highlighted, you know, the Corvette and the Camaro and stuff.
That's something easy because you got all your keywords and everything's right there. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, more than you could ever use. All right, and okay, hello, there we go. And What's our
Okay.
viewer tip of the week, Deb?
There was a conversation thread in the Thrifting board. If you're not a member of the Thrifting board, you need to join us because there's great information in there. So someone was talking about, they put their item in probably a Ziploc bag, squeeze it all, and it was kind of mingled. And so there was a lot of conversation going on about that. I guess this seller had issues with her Ziploc bags popping open in shipping. And so this Alan Singer was nice enough to let us use his tip. He uses a Food Saver vacuum sealer for his clothing items. He sucks most of the air out so they don't look all crumpled like a potato chip. And then he leaves 1 inch or 2 clearance at the top so it's easy for the buyer to cut it open. Fits nicely in a padded flat rate envelope. And he buys the bags in rolls and cuts off the sides he needs, and then you can seal both ends. And you can get those on eBay. Now the Food Saver vacuum sealers, they're a little pricey if you get a new look on eBay. I saw some better prices there. Look at thrift stores and garage sales for these if you want to seal up your packages this way. I do use the Ziploc bags I get at the 99-cent store too. And I was thinking if you have problems with it expanding, maybe just put a pinhole in it. So that will keep the air, because like maybe in the planes or however they're transported, that might cause them to expand and maybe pop. So this was a great tip. If you've got a Food Saver sitting around your house, use it for your food and your clothing.
Very good
Thank
tip.
you,
All
Alex.
right. Okay, keep talking about it. Here's where you sign up. Go to registerfortheclass.com. November 20th is my CD webinar. Break out of your comfort zone. Start making money selling CDs. Sign up now. I'll give you a preview for the next episode. As we're getting ready to go to air, I sold a $60 CD. It's a fun soundtrack. So you'll see that on the next time we have a show with scores. I make so much money from selling CDs. Yep, I know it's 2018. I know you can rip anything. I know you can download anything. I know you can stream anything, but people still pay big money for out-of-print CDs. So that's what I'm going to teach you. Now, get signed up. It's only $10 for the webinar. If you can't watch live, as long as you're signed up, you can watch anytime you want. Now, if you're a Secret Beach member, quit signing up. Y'all get it for free.
Woo! Yes.
Secret Beach gets it for free. But once you sign up for the webinar, you have the added option to sign up for the professional notes. So what's going to happen is about a week after the webinar is over, you'll be delivered the notes of the webinar. So everything I went over, so things you can print out and take to the thrift store, because I'm going to give you so much content. You're going to be 17 slides behind. So this way, when you sign up for the notes, you get the notes. And if you sign up for both, you get my Christmas webinar for free. So this is going to be general CDs, this webinar. And I've already done a Christmas webinar, which is very specific. And let me tell you, I make thousands of extra dollars just on Christmas music every year. So you want to get signed up for that. So go to www.registerfortheclass.com. And my last class of the year, those of you in the Miami, Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale area, come on and hang out with me for my last class of the year. If you don't live there and it's already cold and snowy where you live and you want to spend a weekend learning in the fun and the sun, come on down and join us. You know, every class I've had, Deb, I've had people drive 6 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours.
Oh, yeah.
But typically they've been driving from same climate to the same climate. Come on, it'll be November 30th, December 1st. If it's cold and snowy, come on down. Plus, we're going to the greatest tiki place in the entire world of all time, the Mai Kai. We're going to have a lot of good times, and we're going to have drinks and dinner there. So come on over to www.classwithjason.com and get signed up right now for my last class of the year. Going out with a bang, hanging out in South Florida.
It's going to be fun.
All right, let's get our guest in here. I see some ears and some big eyes. So let me get her artwork up. I'll ring the doorbell. We'll get her right in. There we go. And hey, everybody, it's Brenda Williams. I was gonna say it when you first introduced you, and I decided not to. So, Bridget, Brenda Williams, how the hell are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm dandy. We got a great chatty audience tonight. We got a great live audience.
I see that.
I loved all the stuff I sold this week, so it was fun and easy to share. So, it's just one of those weeks everything just kind of fell into place. Together. Yeah.
Because you were home this week.
Yeah, that too. And I'm only home this week because I'm gone next. I am gone 3 more times in this month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep your producer in line of where you're going to be when you're going to be there.
It's it is a hectic life around here, but I love it. And I was looking for those for hours. I found them right here. Okay, great. See, this is what it's like to be in Q4 because Bridget's going to talk all about it. But yeah, we're busy. We're crazy. Our desks are a mess. I looked everywhere for my AirPods today, and they were sitting next to my keyboard. I couldn't find them for like an hour.
I feel you.
So what's new? What's shaking? Case we have anybody new watching? Who are you? What are you? Where are you? Why are you?
Okay, I am Bridget Williams. I'm the second in charge on the thrifting board. I'm a lifeguard. I live in Georgetown, Kentucky, and I'm a Disney freak.
Yay!
What else do you want to
know? Pets, kids.
Oh God, yeah. 3 dogs, 4 cats, 3 kids, 1 granddaughter, and a partridge in a pear tree. I want to have a 95-year-old great aunt that I take care of, and she's the hardest of all of them.
And you forgot somebody.
My husband?
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's an easy one.
But if people don't know you, they don't know you have one of those. So.
Oh yeah, I've been married for 17, almost 18 years.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
So Bridget's been with me since the beginning, really, and because I'm out of town quite a bit, when I'm not available, she's in charge of the thrifting board. She helps me out. She helps all of you guys out, and I couldn't think of a better person to help me run it. And let me tell you, that is not a slight on any of my other lifeguards.
No,
the whole team is amazing.
Yes, they are. They're so quick to answer, and they have all the answers. They're like a Wikipedia.
Yeah.
a lifeguardopedia. All right. Yes, Bridget is again. Kevin said Bridget, Kentucky. Yep, she's in Kentucky.
Yep.
So what's the weather like there right now? You should come to Miami with me.
I'm going to refrain from saying what I want to say. It is hella cold here.
How cold?
It's currently 39 degrees.
Oh, I would die.
And the weatherman said some 4-letter S words earlier this evening.
Is it the same S word as the 10-inch record I showed? Snow?
Yes. And if we get 10 inches of snow, I'm going to Miami.
Yeah.
I can say right now.
Yeah, when we're getting ready for Chicago next week to go back for a court case, not mine, the person who caused this. And it said snow. And Stacy's like, oh my gosh.
Oh.
Because she's got to run to Dallas first this week, come back out, and she's home for like 12 hours, and then we're off to Chicago.
All because you couldn't behave yourself in a bar.
No, it was not me at all. And once court's over, I will tell the whole story for everyone to hear. So yeah, it's whatever is in your head. It's even crazier than that.
Uh-huh.
People get drunk muscles. They think they can do anything
to anybody.
Yeah.
No matter how tall they are.
All right. So let's talk Q4 because we're in it. And I'm going to admit it right now. Every Q4 I say I'm going to do better. And I just realized it's already well into November. I'm leaving 3 more times this month. And I am so not where I want to be.
Yeah. I feel like I'm on a treadmill.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all are, but you can't stop. You got to keep trucking. So you've got 5 tips for us, and here is my graphic for tip. What's tip number 1, Bridget?
First one is if you have not ordered your shipping supplies, order them now, like immediately, and order more than you think you will need. I just ran out of bubble wrap because I thought, I have more. No, you don't. You ran out.
Uh-oh.
So order more than you think you will need. You'll always use it, and it's a tax write-off, so why not get it before the end of the year anyway? But you can also get free supplies on the USPS website. So order now because the USPS website's going to start getting backlogged, and then all the other shipping websites are going to get backlogged. So order what you need now, immediately, like tonight.
Yes, and let me add to that real quick because I've been there too, where I'm like, I got plenty of bubble wrap, and then I don't have any. I'm like, oh, whoops. Yeah. So let me tell you, and Joy Williams plays a part in this. I don't think she even knows that. But not all bubble wrap is created equal.
No, it's not.
And I found the hard way because one day it was one of those busy days where you got like 17 things going on. And Joy messaged us and said, hey, this bubble wrap's on sale on Amazon. It's cheap. Go get it. So I think a bunch of us did. And I get this bubble wrap, and it is the cheapest, most awful bubble wrap. If you look at it cross-eyed, Deb, the bubbles would pop. You don't got to touch it.
It's like tissue paper.
Yeah.
It's like tissue paper with a little bit of air on it.
So you need to use more, so you're really not saving money. And so that's why I popped this up. Bubble Fast has been a sponsor of me and my tour and our shows. And they actually have good bubble wrap. If you go order stuff on their website, not on eBay, on their website, punch in Tiki Pug and you get 10% off your whole order. So
That's
you know, if you're ordering cheap bubble wrap, you're using more. Just don't spend a little bit extra for the good stuff because you don't have to use as much.
That's right.
But yeah, get your supplies, get your legal flat rate envelopes, Mom. You will need them someday.
Yeah. And do we have a graphic for tip number 2?
Oh, of course. I went. Yes, this is perfect.
It looks like our garage. Really,
it looks like my garage, my eBay room, my basement, my living room right now. I've got boxes everywhere. Ask friends and family to save shipping supplies for you. You want your shipping pillows, you want bubble wrap, you want sturdy boxes. You do not want their Bisquick boxes.
You want egg cartons, right?
No.
No.
Nothing that has had food in it ever needs to be used as a shipping supply. First, it's trashy. All right, it's trash. If you're going to ship it trashy, you're going to get trashy feedback. It's trash. Nobody wants your trash. Second, you're potentially putting allergens out there. And as someone who has food allergies, I don't want anything that could have had mushrooms in it because it could kill me. My husband has shellfish allergies. We don't want your trash.
Poor guy. Aw.
Shellfish. And what's your other allergy? That's the big one. That's the one you miss the most. Yeah, shellfish. That's the one he misses the most. Sorry.
And a lot of people are allergic to eggs, so please don't use egg cartons.
A lot of people are allergic to eggs. A lot of people are allergic to gluten. So if you're shipping stuff in your Bisquick box, you're potentially sending an allergen to them. And nobody wants your trash. I remember a few years ago, I ordered a present for my daughter, and it came in a huge box, and they had put egg cartons in it. I'm like, why would you do this? It was an American Girl Jeep.
Oh.
Nope, we don't want your egg cartons. We don't want your trash. And then the more I got down in there and looked, there was like a flour tortilla bag and
no way.
You sent us pictures of that, didn't you?
Yes.
Yes, I remember that now.
Literally put their trash in there. And a few years ago, this is a funny story. A few years ago, I managed a needlepoint store, and we had this lady call. The owner of the store would recycle all kinds of boxes. I mean, Tampax boxes, Bisquick, cereal, you name it. She recycled it. So this gal calls and she's like, I didn't get my belt. It's like, I don't know, 5 days till Christmas. I didn't get my belt. So I checked the tracking and I'm like, your belt was delivered, blah, 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 blah. And she said, wait a minute. She said, I got a peanut brittle box from y'all. And I thought you all sent me candy. Let me go see if that's what it is. And she went and opened the peanut brittle box. Sure enough, her belt was in it.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, you don't want to do that.
Especially something new. If it's new, you feel like you got it from someone's garage sale.
Well, and needlepoint, I don't know if anybody else needlepoints, but needlepoint belts are not cheap. I mean, the canvas is usually around $50 to $150. The thread, and then the time, and then the leather is like $75 to $100. So, you're talking $200-300 in a peanut brittle box.
Oh my god!
And I love me some peanut brittle, so I'd be like, dang, I want some peanut brittle now.
Well, yeah. I mean, like I say, she thought we'd send her a gift. I'm like, we're not doing that great. So, yeah.
So I gotta say, this picture caused more of the greatest replies in the chat. So first off,
because we can all relate.
First off, Susan says, "Ooh, I need that box on top right now."
Yeah.
My mom says, "Is that my basement?" My Jim said my family thinks I'm a cardboard hoarder.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to say was my neighbor has little kids. And so she has Amazon Prime and she buys a lot of stuff that come in little boxes. I don't have, and they're usually little and shallow things I need, but I don't normally have. So every time I'm in her garage, I'm like, oh, I'll just don't throw those away no more. I'll take all those little boxes. So yeah, definitely ask your neighbors. And if you're lucky, here, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to show you something, a little tip, little bonus tip.
Oh, I want to add a tip to this too. Please, please, please do not use your empty toilet paper rolls for packing, because when you think about that, it's been sitting in your bathroom for, I don't know, a week or whatever, getting used and rolled, and then people take it and pack something in it and ship it. I would be grossed out if I got that. So recycle those. There's plenty of other things. Don't use your empty toilet paper rollers, please.
Yeah.
So I was at my eye doctor for my annual checkup, where every year they tell me my eyes get worse. Yay.
Yay.
And they have some great smaller boxes. And I said, can I have those? So always ask at your eye doctor, because A, you'll get some boxes, and B, they might not realize they didn't empty the boxes all the way. So I got all these free colored contacts that are non-prescription that are worth some money.
Oh my gosh.
Money.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Score.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Thanks, eye doctor.
So you're not going to take them back?
No, only because they try to overcharge me twice because they don't understand how insurance works. So this is their punishment.
Oh.
Well, honestly, if you took them back, they'd probably have to throw them away anyway.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, just, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been in
Bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
The girl in charge of ringing me out tried to tell me it's costing me more to use my insurance than if someone didn't have insurance. Like my head was going to explode. I'm like, yeah, that's not how that works.
Is that new math?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's that new math. That's like, okay. And so I ended up having to talk to the doc about it. He goes, yeah, that's not how that works. I go, well, that's how your staff thinks it works.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. All right.
All right.
What is tip number 3?
Always be scanning.
ABC.
ABS.
Or ABS.
Always be scanning.
I spell scanning with just the C, no S.
Okay.
Always be canning.
Oh, yeah. So if you're in the thrift store and you see stuff that's new in box, pull up your eBay app. They now have a barcode scanner on there. Scan it. If you sell on Amazon, scan it for Amazon. See which one's going to be your better place to sell if you're approved to sell that particular item on Amazon. If you're not, stick it on eBay. And they make it super easy. If they have it in their catalog, you can use their picture, the whole 9 yards, and you can just add your details and your price and tweak the title, because their titles are usually a little wonky. But always be scanning. Always look wherever you are. I'm at the grocery store and I'm looking for new stuff, which I think, Jason, you're going to have my scores, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay. Some of that stuff came from the grocery store in their clearance section. I scan the clearance section all the time. I get healthcare items, food, all kinds of stuff. Just keep scanning. Always be scanning. And if you don't have, if you can't get something to come up with the barcode, eBay's app now lets you take a picture. You can actually just hold it over with the picture and it'll pop it up if there's something similar. So
yeah, I'm going to be, when I teach the webinar, the CD webinar on the 20th, I had an epiphany within this year that I should have had 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I'll be sure it has to do with scanning, and I'll be sharing that because I'm just like, wow, why did I wait so long to even think about this? But hey, I just sold a CD for $14. Yay, CDs.
There you go.
Nice.
So what do you like better, the Amazon scanning on the Amazon app or the eBay app? Which one do you like better?
Well, I tend to scan more on Amazon just because I sell more new stuff on Amazon and I'm ungated in so many categories and I'm approved by a lot of brands. So it makes a difference. But then if I find things
That's applause for being ungated in so many categories.
Oh, okay. Like, what the hell just happened?
I thought it was a
I'm
storm.
not used to applause.
Or for the people listening who aren't ungated.
Yeah. But then I'll find a lot of new stuff. I love Bargain Hunt. That's one of my favorite places to shop. And I'll find health and beauty products that are like missing the lid. So I can't sell it on Amazon. So I'll throw it on eBay with a picture and, clearly explaining it's missing the lid. So I can sell it both ways. It just depends.
Great idea. Great idea.
Yeah.
And then what is tip number 4?
Offer a variety of shipping options, especially this time of year. You want expedited, you want 2-day, you want overnight shipping. You never know when somebody's going to need a hideous, ugly sweater like this sucker.
Oh,
Like immediately.
Whoa.
Hey, move the tag. What are they holding?
A bong. Sorry, I didn't realize the tag was in front of it.
Nice.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Elf on the Shelf is getting tore up from the floor up.
That's how we do in Kentucky, y'all.
That's right. I got this thing it was marked $9 at Bargain Hunt, and I got it for 90% off. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, you never know when somebody's going to need an ugly sweater ASAP, or they're going to need a gag gift or present, whatever. So you want to offer all of those options. And sometimes it can be a pain in the butt because you've got to run it to the post office to make sure it gets there on time so that it'll get there by that specific date. But buyers will pay a premium if you offer that service and somebody else doesn't. So
I sold a Christmas book. A lady bought it like 2 days before Christmas Eve. She had it. She paid gobs of money to have it overnighted so she can have it on Christmas Eve. And I was happy to oblige and do it for her.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll have people message me and say, oh, my gosh, I just pulled such and such out and it's broken. And I have got to find, a particular piece of decor or what have you. And I've got to replace it. Can you ship it? Can you get it here by, what have you?
Order these too. Make sure you have them handy.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about prepping this ahead of time, but these are right at my knee, right at my feet. So if someone's like, I need this immediately, I've got it all ready to rock and roll.
And they have padded express flat rate envelopes.
I'm holding it. Look.
Yeah, that's the express. Yeah.
Whoop.
There's a nice variety of the flat rate express stuff available. So it saves you a little bit of money depending on where it's going.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and you're not going to have a ton of them, but just to have the option when somebody's like, oh.
Yeah. Like I say, they may message 3 sellers. And if you're the only one that says, yeah, I'll do it, then, you might be $10 more. But if you're going to get it to them in the time frame they need it, then you're going to get that sale.
And just because you or I wouldn't spend a lot of money to overnight something or, pay more at Christmas time, your buyers will. People pay crazy amounts of money, especially that last 2 weeks before Christmas. So set yourself up to be able to sell to them.
I mean, people get stupid. I'm fine with that.
Oh, me too. I'll take their stupid money all day long.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, someone was arguing with me earlier on the Thrifty business page saying there's no way you're selling CDs for this amount of money. And I'm like, yeah, I show my solds every week on a YouTube show. Who are these people? I never judge who wants to spend $500 on a CD. I'm just happy to be the one who sells the $500 CD. I never think about, I don't know. When I buy expensive mugs, do people think about what moron is paying $800 for a tiki mug? I don't know. It's me. But there's people out there that want things. And a great example, and I forget if it was on Thrifty Business or in the Thrifting board, one of our members said, hey, look, my daughter needed to dance to this one song for a recital. And it was not on iTunes. It was not on Amazon. The only place it was available was on this out-of-print CD. So she basically paid $25 for one song. But it's her daughter. That's what she wants to dance to. You don't have an option when you can't get the music anywhere. So there are plenty of people who will pay crazy money for crazy things. And don't judge, just sell.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, shoot, you want it? I'll take it to the post office. I'll get it there in time.
Yeah, exactly. All right. What's your last tip before we get into your scores of the week? Hey, look at this. What is this?
That's my beautiful family.
Yay. Hi, guys.
Help. You have to enlist help. You have to tell these people, all these people that are standing here, they all know that when it's this time of year, mom gets a little crazy. They're going to be helping with the housework. They're going to be helping with the laundry. Dad does a lot of cooking. They have to ship. They all have to chip in. I will set up big tables in either the basement or the living room, wherever we have room, and we form an assembly line, and we make boxes. We pack boxes. We put labels on. I mean, today, Hank, the one on the far left, the one that says I'm doing work, he and I took 4 huge boxes, over 200 items, to UPS for Amazon FBA.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Susan, you win the chat tonight.
What'd she say?
Because she was the one that's like, I need that box on top. And now she said, I should have had more children.
Yeah.
Susan, you're on fire tonight. I'm glad you're here. You made me smile tonight a couple times.
Well, I'm constantly reminding them that, I bust my hump the last 3-4 months of the year. I mean, I bust my hump year round, but the last 3 or 4 months of the year, I do it to pay tuition and travel baseball and trips to Disney. And, this is like my prime time. So everybody chips in.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're learning. They're learning to be an entrepreneur too.
Oh yeah, they are. And they're learning that, nothing comes free. Right. I have to work. But I'm also available to take them to doctor's appointments and to travel for baseball, or Rachel just started cheer. I'm available for, her games that she has to go cheer at and her practices and all that fun stuff. Yep. And then I also take care of my 95-year-old great aunt. So
she's a kick.
Oh my gosh.
So I'll ask about your great aunt in a second, but let me ask about this picture, and especially the kids. Do they, at this point, do they just, yes, Mom, I'm going to help? Or are they still teenagers like, I don't want to do that right now?
I still get a little bit of resistance. Like, well, can I go to so-and-so's house? No, you can't. You were told to do XYZ. You haven't done it. Get on it. Of course, I mean, I'm not in this alone. I can't be. I can't. One person cannot do everything that I do.
Well, they enjoy the fruits of your labor too. You just rattled off cheer and base. Those are expensive activities. I have nieces. I know.
The travel baseball is very expensive, but he has a couple colleges looking at him, so fingers crossed.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and so this is the immediate family, but then you also take care of your aunt.
Yes.
And how young is your aunt?
She's 95.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. She had a series of strokes about 8 years ago, and because I didn't work, I had medical experience, I just kind of started taking care of her because she had an immediate need, and I had the most flexibility in my schedule. And now I'm the one that does it all. So
wow.
I've managed to keep her in her own apartment, which was her only wish, for 8 years. And I do everything for her now.
Because you're a superwoman.
I'm super crazy is what I am.
True.
And you're super funny. When you post things on Facebook, I just laugh.
She's a hoot. She is a hoot. Today she looked at me. She has glaucoma, cataracts, and macular degeneration, and she looked at me and said, "You look tired." And I thought, oh hell, I must look bad.
No shit. She's basically looking at you through an Afghan, and she could tell that.
Right? She told me yesterday I should come over to her place and take naps.
Oh,
I'm on that. I took a little 20-minute nap today. Yay!
Yeah, I didn't get a nap today.
All right, let's talk about your scores here. What vacuum bags? What? Vacuum
bags. Yeah, especially expensive. Kirby is a very expensive brand. Either you want the rainbows, the Kirby's, the exclusive brands of vacuum products. They can be attachments or bags or what have you. Belts, any of that kind of stuff. I think I paid like $2 for all that, and the shipping wasn't terrible on them. So I think they went Georgia, maybe, fairly locally. So, and this I actually sold 2 days before the election. I paid 59 cents for it.
Nice.
And you're hanging out with my mom, aren't you?
Yeah. It shipped in one of the little eBay boxes. It was perfect. It was a small mug, so it fit in one of the little eBay boxes for $4 and some change. So nice. I was happy with that. And it's ugly sweater season. Yes, I think I think I paid $2 or $3 for this thing, and it's been up for a while. So when they made an offer, I got a best offer, and I accepted it. And it's like I accepted that offer. It's like Summer and Joy were talking about the other day. I accepted that offer, and it was like stuff just kind of started selling. It was weird the way that works.
Oh yeah.
So get those ugly Christmas sweaters up. These were on clearance at Rite Aid for $5 a piece.
Nice.
Wow.
So I had them up as singles, and somebody made me an offer for both of them for $49.50, and I jumped on it and put them in one of the, not the tiny eBay box, but the next size up for, I think it was $4 and some change. And they got them 2 days early and left me glowing feedback.
Yay.
So, yeah, discontinued health and beauty products people will pay big money for.
That's an interesting product. Therapeutic nutrition. Do you drink it or put it on the wound?
You drink it. It's fruit punch. I don't think your wound wants fruit punch flavoring in it.
Well, my wound loves grape soda. So.
Oh.
All right, Bridget, we're going to end with this. So, okay. So let's see if we got all this checked off here. Family, kids, husband, pets, elderly relative takes care of, eBay business, Amazon business. So there must be nothing else you do, right? Oh no,
sure.
You started your own business. What?
Yeah.
So what else do you do in your spare time, my dear?
I have a website called queenbeehoneysticks.com, and I have a Facebook page by the same name. I have a page and a group where I sell CBD honey sticks that are THC free. I have fibromyalgia, and last year I was introduced to CBD oil, and then I was introduced to CBD honey sticks. They're packable, portable, affordable. Makes it very easy for me to do everything I need to do. I keep them in the car. I do one every morning when I get up, and they have really made a difference in my life, particularly with my fibromyalgia, because I don't take any prescription medicine for it. I tried one and made me sicker than a dog, and I was like, I can't do this. Last year, I was actually contemplating filing for disability for my fibromyalgia because it had gotten so bad. And I was introduced to CBD oil and then the CBD honey sticks, and it's literally been life-changing. It allows me to do everything I do.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So there you have it. Yeah, did I mention she has fibromyalgia and she does all this shit too? I mean, that's where Superwoman.
No. I don't wear any capes. I do what I have to do. I was raised. That's how I was raised. You do what you have to do. So.
That's right. So yeah. So if that's something that you need or want, head over, and you can always message Bridget too.
Oh yeah.
Easy to find her. But Queen Bee Honey Sticks is her website and her Facebook. And I know a lot of your happy customers too.
Oh my goodness.
They feel good.
That's the big thing is, I really wanted to get the word out there to people who were suffering that, you have an option. There's an alternative, and it's not a pharmaceutical option. And that's, it's made a big difference for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
well, dear, you rock. I want to publicly thank you for, all the help that you've given me and everyone in the thrifting board over the years, and keeping everything rolling with the rest of the team when I'm out on the road. And so that's just it makes me happy to know it. And, it's very hard for me to be like, here, you do this. I know. And so when I said, hey, I want you to run it, I still kept sticking my nose in when I was on the road, and you were just like, let me run it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So,
I actually remember sending you a message. Why did you ask me to do this if you were not going to let me do it? Back off. Yep. You were like, okay.
But look, you run that. I have Debbie doing things for the show that I'm just like, all right, because also I got to the point, as busy as you are, I'm crazy busy too, that I just can't do everything. I just can't. It's impossible. So one of the ways to expand your universe is you got to hire people. You got to hire help. You got to ask your friends for help, just like Bridget said. And so with Debbie and Bridget and the whole Lifeguard team and my new assistant,
an amazing Lifeguard team.
Yeah. So everything keeps rolling because I have great people, and we're actually going to add a new one this week. So I can't wait to announce. The new one's actually in the chat tonight. So
Good. Can't wait to find out.
So I just want to thank you. I want to thank Debbie, as always, too, for keeping the show running, because I'm running so much I just can't. So I'm happy that all this stuff gets all this stuff gets done. My wife just sent me a message that made me lose my focus. Thanks, honey. It's a good message, but I'm just like, what? So I will not be on the air next week because I will be in Chicago appearing in court, not because I'm the one on trial. The other party is, but I had to be my own witness. So no show next week, but Mom and I will be on the air on Sunday, and we'll be back probably the following week. But it will not be on Thursday. So just stay tuned. We'll be back soon. So if you've not subscribed before, click down below, right down here, subscribe. When you subscribe, click the bell. The bell lets you know when I'm going live, because also I've been popping up all these short videos on my CD hauls and my CD sales for the last couple weeks. Oh, excuse me, rum burps, which I'll continue to do so right up to the webinar. So I want to show that what I find and what sells, that what I'm about to teach has worked for me for 18 years.
Yes.
I can't tell you the amount of money I've made selling CDs for 18 and a half years now. So I want to teach all y'all how to make the same kind of money. So stay tuned for that.
Thumbs up too. We only have 17. We have 17 likes and two thumbs down. Really?
Oh, we got more than 17 likes. We got a great studio audience tonight. Come on now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the thumbs down were there ahead of time. You know, people with nothing better to do, but that's all right.
Haters gonna hate.
You're right.
Yeah.
You know?
Haters gonna hate.
All right. So with that, I will say good evening to everybody, and I'll see you on Sunday with me and Mom for selling past your expiration date, being thrifty over 50. And if you watched last week with my aunt, she is so gung ho. She didn't get overwhelmed. Today they were out. They're having a little girls trip, and they were scanning CDs, and she found a $65 wrap CD for $2.
Oh my!
So she is hooked. Even though she hasn't sold it yet, she is hooked. She understands how to use her tools. She understands what to look for and what to skip. And so if a 72-year-old can start from nothing and get into it, anybody can do this. So invite your friends to watch these shows. Invite your friends and family to the thrifting board. Get them hooked up. Let them make their own money.
That's right.
Young and old alike. Everyone can make money. And with that, I will say, until we see M-I-C-K. Why? Because we love you. M-O-U-S-E.
And I just wanted to say that our thoughts are with those who are involved with unfortunately, with the shooting down in Southern California. And then we have a fire in Northern California that's affected some of our close friends' families. So we're thinking of all of you at this time.
Yep, definitely. Our thoughts are with all of you. And let us know if you need any help, especially those of you in the fire. If you're selling on eBay and you're watching this later, eBay does help you out when there are natural tragedies like fires and storms and hurricanes. So don't feel like you're just screwed. They will definitely help you out.
And CR is really good about putting up a post about that.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. This fire is in Paradise, California, and it's been chaos. It's been fast. The whole town has had mandatory evacuations. Homes are lost. So it's very, very fast and very sad.
So our hearts are with everybody between that and the shooting last night. And so everyone, tell your family you love them, and keep kicking ass in Q4. That's what we're here for.
Right.
And then in January you can relax.
You can sleep in January.
Yeah. All right, everybody, we're out here. Thank you. Have a great night.
Bye.
Keep on
Bye-bye.
selling.